Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video I will talk about the Tank 007 flashlight. It's currently the most brightest version of the Tank 007, the E09H. As we see on the sticker there, they did upgrade, of course, from time to time the LED, and we see that in a minute. First we look at the box, the tin. It's a metal tin, pretty nice made. Similar size to the Altoid can. It is a little bit bigger, but it would still work really well as a survival tin as well. I always use those rubber bands that the kids use as wrist bands for keep the Altoids tin together, and that's gonna sure fit that tin here well. So that's a nice added bonus from the manufacturer for send the flashlight not in a box or in a plastic packaging, but in an actual metal tin. Even for the price, as we open it up, we see the items, paperwork. The paperwork come in Chinese and in English. We only look at the English version. This is for the warranty information, the warranty card. You can always stop the video to look closer at it. And then we have the manual. One side is English, the other side is Chinese. So we see here Tank 007, the E09 version with 120 lumens on high. This is a single AAA cell battery flashlight, aluminum, that is hard anodized, and you have three modes on it. It's a twisty, so I'm gonna show that a bit later. And we see there the LED specification. It's a Cree XP-E LED, 120 lumen maximum, about 80 meters it would shine, one AAA battery. And then we have the lumens on high, 120 lumens for 60 minutes run time. Then on medium 60 lumens for 180 minutes, and then on low 10 lumens with 1000 minutes. That's just approximately, it depends of course on the battery that you use as well. Then we have the size. It's 7 centimeters length and 1.5 centimeters in diameter, and the weight without the batteries, they say 490 gram. And there are some more information about the waterproof standard and the color. In this case we got gun gray, as they name it. They also make it in black and purple pink. And the accessories we're gonna look at in a minute as well. Then some instruction how to use and the maintenance. The flashlight came completely dry, so that again, if you get a new flashlight, check out that it is lubricated. This one was completely dry, so nothing new about that. Then the can, the tin, you can take that out. The items that come with the tin, you can take everything out and fill it up how you feel, so that's a really nice added bonus. We have 3 items that are in the packaging. We have 2 O-rings, spare O-rings, so that is usual as well. And then we have here the keyring attachment. which is a bit on the fragile side. That ring here is pretty good, that goes by the keys, and this ring would go to the flashlight, but this smaller one is really on the more flimsy side. I would replace it first hand with Victorinox Swiss Army knife split ring. You can get those from me and many other sources, which has a way higher quality, so you for sure don't lose the flashlight. Also in the middle we have a device that is turning freely. Looks pretty strong from the dimension and all that. Hopefully it works, but it depends on how you carry the flashlight. I never use those rings. I make myself small Kydex sheet that will go on the belt, and because of the size of the actual flashlight, those Kydex sheets can be made really tiny, and if that is on your belt and you wear the t-shirt or whatever over it, nobody see that is actually there, and you have a AAA flashlight with a good 120 lumens always handy. That's how I do. Now we see the flashlight itself. It's a twisty, it's not a clicky, and we see on the back side here we have two holes for the split ring, and here the split ring would go in, so a tail stand is possible. If you don't need that, and if you want to make the flashlight more compact, it would be even possible to late off that rim here. It's about 4 millimeters that the flashlight would get smaller if that part would be removed permanently. Just saying for those who modify the flashlights. This one has that gun grey finish. I did want to get something a bit different than black, and have a look as always on the website of the manufacturer to see what all they make, as that change all the time. Surprisingly, it has a serial number, each one, how it looks, and yeah, that is pretty nice. The front end with the reflector and the LED in it is also nicely done. It has a bit of orange peel reflector. I did test it out already quite a bit. It works really well and is easy to use. Compared to other flashlights, it is a bit less easy to use, because this part here, the body part that you hold in your hand and you turn around the front part to put it on and off and change the modes, is a bit on the slippery side, as we see those ribs here instead of a knurling. That is a bit more slippery, and you need to grab the flashlight a bit more harder to keep it from turning. But the two flats, here is a flat and on the back side is a flat, allow a bit more grip as well, and that is therefore a bit less of a problem. I'm just saying, if you have, some people have a bit problems with the hand, so they can't grab really hard, so this one is a bit on the more slippery side. I would then choose one that is knurled like this part here on the mainly whole body. That is a bit easier for you, but for me that is no problem so far yet. Then we see here that part is a bit like a anti-rotate bezel, but that is too small. It's mainly a design feature, because it's still gonna roll. That would prevent the flashlight from rolling off on you. The tail stand is easy possible, as I did point out. So the quality from the manufacturing side is really nice done for the low price that they cost, those tank flashlights, and you need to look a bit around online that you find the best deal or the place that you want order those from is really good, especially with the tin and all. I like that a lot. So to take it apart, we see already I did lube up the threads, as I did say. One AAA battery goes in there. We see the usual spring in it. The threads are nicely made, and this one is aluminium on aluminium. On some of those smaller lights it's brass on aluminum, and that is a bit will last a bit longer in the aluminum version, I'm sure. So that is quality wise a feature as well. And then we need to see the head is made in two parts. We see the part here that goes all the way to the knurling, and then the front part. Gonna open it up a bit so you can take that apart. It's not recommend to take that apart because you can take out the reflector and everything there, and I did not open it up. You just need to make sure that this part is well secure on. There is no lubrication on it, and if I would give that away to people that don't use flashlights much, I would glue the head two pieces together. That is simply done with super glue. Just a little drop of super glue on the clean non-lubricated threads will be enough, so those two parts don't come off again anymore. And that is needed because it's a twisty. So as you maybe twist on the front part, maybe one day the rear part get loosened up. It's pretty strong with the rubber O sealing there, but just saying that would make it perfect. So all what you do is take the body, take a battery, whatever you want, put that back on, and the thread size is pretty long, so you see we turn it a couple times around, so you won't lose the head in case you turn the flashlight the wrong side. So like this, it's on. I always put it about a half or a 3/4 turn around to the off side, and to turn it on you simply turn it. This is on low, the 10 lumens. That is on medium, the 60, and that is on high, the 120. So it's simply to use fast to you simply tap through the modes. That is all what you have. Then for the light, this one is pretty on the white side. I don't see much colors. It's maybe a little bit, just a tiny little bit on the yellowish side compared to other true white LEDs, but it's nicely, and the beam is nice focused as well. We have in the middle a really bright spot, and then on the side still illumination. And for the size and the weight of such a small flashlight, that is absolutely okay and well done. If we have it on high, the flashlight gets warm pretty fast. It's not gonna get hot, but you feel it gets warm, and that is usual, that is normal. Just to say that gets you feel that in your hand with such little flashlights, because the output of that 120 lumens is already pretty high. But if you have it on the 60 lumens on the medium, that gives enough light for many or most applications, and you would use such a small flashlight for, and that is absolute well there too, plus the longer runtime. Also good if you go to the restroom in the middle of the night and you don't want to disturb your eyes too much, or the 10 lumens, that is really enough, as the eyes are adjusted for the night and the runtime of the battery is really long with that 1000 hours that they give on it. Of course it depends on the battery, but there are rechargeable ones for a AAA size as well, so you can go a bit more environmentally safe and green if you want. So for me, I like single cell AAA battery flashlights that are powerful, because they are so easy to carry in the Kydex sheet and light, and they have enough light output for urban environment, where like in a house or in a business where the walls are in a gray or white or brownish color. Of course, completely in the forest in a moonless night with the trees being a dark color, there the output is a bit on the slimmer side. There quite likely you would have a bigger flashlights that would be easier and give you more output. But for close range, for camping and all that is still working well. That much about the Tank 007 flashlight in the latest E09 version with 120 lumens.